Hello, Aries, and welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie, and this is your weekly reading for July 26th through August 1st. Quick disclaimer, this is a general reading and cannot possibly resonate with everyone. Just take what applies to you, leave the rest. This reading is for this week. However, time is an illusion and the future is never set in stone. So, these messages may apply now, next week, last week, or never. If you feel this reading isn't for you, you're probably right, so trust your intuition. There are hundreds of wonderful readers on this platform who may have something more attuned to your situation, specifically. I cuss sometimes, and I'm bad at sugarcoating, but anything I say comes from a place of love and understanding. This is a judgment-free zone on my channel. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, lawyer, physicist, neurologist, dentist, veterinarian, psychologist, or professor of any kind. I'm just a girl with a passion for the tarot, and anything I say that resembles advice is based solely on my opinion and ever-evolving cornucopia of experiences and observations, as well as my interpretations of the cards and little bits that may pop into my head intuitively. If you didn't catch all that, I will also post it in the description. So, all that said, let's get started. We're starting out this week again with an archetype card, and I did go ahead and draw it before I started recording. And you guys this week, Aries, you got the ocean. The ocean deals with the subconscious, the unconscious. The ocean deals with anything and everything that lies beneath the surface of your awareness. Okay? So you may be digging down into your subconscious this week to, whether it be exploring to kind of figure out who you are or what you want out of life, or it could be having to do with memories that you have to deal with that may be coming up at this time. It's your emotional awareness that's going to be at the forefront for you guys this week. So go ahead, I'm going to draw a card for the cosmic energies this week that will be affecting you guys or influencing you guys in some way. What do we got? All right. We have the balsamic moon. It says a time for healing. There we go. So that kind of goes with what I was just saying. You may be digging into the past or just digging into your subconscious to heal from something that happened in the past. It could even be something like a childhood trauma that you may be working with. It won't be that way for everybody, but for some of you, you could just be exploring your psyche to understand why you may have certain behaviors that you do, or why you may feel the way you do about some things, or just trying to explain and understand the way you think and to gain a higher perspective. So that's going to be a major theme for you guys this week. So we'll go ahead now and we'll dig into the tarot. We'll start out to see what energies are surrounding your material life this week. The physical, money, health even, tangible, touchable things. What is the material for these? Sorry. Okay. So we have the Ten of Cups, also known as the Ten of Vials in this deck. So this is happiness and family and security and strong loving connections with other individuals. So it can be your blood family. If you are a parent, it could be a good relationship or having more family time with your kids, or perhaps you're going to be seeing a lot of family this week, but there is definitely something to do with family. Okay, and actually two came out for the material. So we have the Ten of Vials and then we have the Ten of Wires. And in this deck, the Ten of Wires is the Ten of Wands. So with these two tens here, I'm definitely getting a sense that there's something coming to an end, something that is completed for you in your life this week, some chapter of your life, something being wrapped up. And the end of a cycle usually begets the beginning of a new cycle for you guys. So materially, you have what you need. You've been very successful. You're very happy. and you are satisfied. However, there also is an element of being tired and exhausted and ready for something new. So we'll move on to your mental energies this week, your mental health, your mental state. Let's see what we got for Aries for the mental. We have the Hierophant. Okay, so you guys are going to be doing a lot of learning this week. You're learning something new. You may be turning to a teacher or a mentor of some kind in pursuit of understanding of something in your life. With the Hierophant, usually that implies like searching out a more spiritual understanding of life or having questions about the metaphysical or the unseen. This being in the position of your mental energies, I just get very curious, inquisitive thinking patterns this week. So you're definitely looking to learn more. Although on the other hand, for some of you, you may actually be the teacher, because when I look at the 10 of wires and the 10 of vials, which you can't see because my camera won't focus, you are, because you've reached that state of completion, because you have accomplished so much to this point, then it may be time for you to take your wisdom and pass it on to someone else, whether it be your children or an apprentice of some kind, or just anyone who could use the information that you have. So that's also a possibility. So now we'll go ahead and we'll see how's it going for you guys emotionally. And we have the 9 of wires. All right, which is also again the 9 of wands. So what I get from that is that emotionally, you guys are pretty tired. There may be a lot of things that are going on inside. Emotionally, it could also be a lot going on with your family, or things that are going on in the world around you that are having an emotional effect on you. If you are a very empathic person too, then this makes perfect sense, considering the general energy that's going around right now globally. Okay, so you're kind of in this state where you're just steeling yourself for the next thing that happens that's going to be difficult. Or you're expecting something bad to happen. You could even be feeling a little bit paranoid or not very trusting of others. You may be very guarded this week emotionally. And if that's what you need, that's what you should do. We'll know more once we get more cards on the table. But let's see. Let's see what's going on with you guys on a spiritual level. The spiritual for Aries, please. All right, we have the Apprentice of Wires, which the Apprentice in this deck is the Page. So, pages are usually messengers, but they can be like a younger character. If this could be somebody in your life who is younger than you. And actually, the Apprentice and the Hierophant kind of go together in that way, where if you are in the position where you are the teacher, then the apprentice is going to be somebody who's learning from you. Or you are the apprentice and you're turning to somebody who has a lot of wisdom or experience in the spiritual realm, who can help guide you and teach you about yourself and help you understand your path, and perhaps even digging into like past lives and things like that. Another aspect of this Apprentice of Wires is there's curiosity, there is a sense of adventure, excited about learning more. Did I say exploration already? Very explorative energy, a very full of questions, basically. You're full of questions, or someone that you're teaching is full of questions. They're ready to learn more. They're very excited, and they're ready to take what they have learned up to this point and start to put it into action. So, let's see. Next, we'll go ahead and we'll pull a card for Actually, I want to move some things. Okay, sorry about that. So, what is your specific situation this week, or the most relevant situation that you will deal with this week? And we have the Three of Zend, which is the Three of Pentacles. So working together with somebody else to bring something into being, something you may be trying to manifest. This could be something to do with business for you guys. You may be starting a business, or you may be working with someone new at your job or in your career. You may be a part of some kind of team that is working on something important. So there is a huge element of teamwork here with this Three of Pentacles. So let's see what challenges may come with that. What challenges may come with this Three of Pentacles? All right, we have the Hermit. And so what this tells me is that you may not necessarily be in the mood to work with other people at this point in time. Maybe you're used to doing things by yourself, or you feel like you don't necessarily agree with the people that you're working with. And so you are wanting to kind of go off on your own and explore and think and brainstorm by yourself without outside influences affecting your thought process. What else? Let's clarify that Hermit card, please. All right. So we have the Apprentice of Arms, which is the Page of Swords in this deck. And it is in reverse. And so what that tells me is that either one, there could be some news coming into you that you're not necessarily going to like, or two, that there is an issue with communication, whether it be on your part or somebody else who may be a part of this team that you're working with. But there's some kind of lack of communication where ideas are not being expressed in a way that is understood by everybody involved. Also, potentially, you may not be wanting to share your ideas with others that you may be working with. And there could be many reasons for this. Perhaps you are very protective of your own intellectual properties, and so you don't want somebody to steal your ideas. You could also be one of those people who just wants to get all their P's and Q's lined up and all their I's dotted and all their T's crossed before they present their ideas to somebody else. They want to have all their bases covered. Another aspect of this Apprentice of Arms as well is feeling stuck, or feeling like you're not making a whole lot of progress in your process. You may be having a hard time coming up with ideas, which is why you wouldn't want to share your ideas to begin with, because they're not fully formed yet. This could be a creative block, or you could have hit a wall where you feel like you don't have the information that you need to move forward. And this may be what's pushing you into this Hermit energy, where you want to get away, get into silence, and spend a lot of time thinking and possibly even researching. Okay. So let's see what advantages you'll have this week. All right, so we have the Lovers. And this can mean that you are just very passionate about whatever it is that you're looking into. So even though you're hitting this block and we're having these communication issues, you are very passionate about what you want. So you're not going to struggle to find the motivation necessarily. You just have to find that right piece of information. You need to find something that unlocks the puzzle for you so that you can move forward. Another aspect of the Lovers there is duality. the internal duality of each person. We all have, if you considered a light side and a dark side, or a creative side and a logical side, then something that you may find helpful is to try and marry the two, your creative with your logical. So you may have an issue where you can't find the answers, so you need to be a little creative. Or maybe you have a creative problem where you could find the answer to be something quite logical. So expressing both parts of yourself, accessing both parts of yourself to find the answers you're looking for when it comes to whatever this project is. Because I do feel like this is some kind of project, something that's being built or created or brought into being by you and others who may be helping you or that may be involved. So let's get another card for advantages that you will have this week. One more advantage for Aries. So we have the High Priestess, and it did come out in reverse. So when cards come out in reverse, there could be an imbalance how I look at it, or potentially just something that you are not tapping into that you should, and that's how I'm going to read it right now. That's kind of how I feel like this is coming out. So at the moment, you are not taking the time to meditate and connect to your intuition, your subconscious, going back to that ocean card again. And that may be where you find the key to your problem, would be in your subconscious or listening to your intuition. And so the only thing that you really need to do to bring this priestess upright again is to really take time to sit and listen to your inner voice. Follow your heart. If you have a gut feeling about something, go with it. Okay, so last tarot card will be what the lesson is for you guys this week. What's the lesson for Aries in this process this week? What are you supposed to learn? Okay, so we have the Executive of Vials, which is the King of Cups in this deck. And the King of Cups is all about like being emotionally balanced, having a clear understanding of your emotions and expressing them accurately and wisely. And so again, this takes us back to that High Priestess, unconscious ocean energy, where this healing, this balsamic moon over here, this healing is taking place in order to allow you to be not just emotionally stable, but to be able to make your emotions and your connection to your emotions work for you instead of working against you. So instead of tripping you up and getting in your way, you can then turn and use your emotions to drive you, to fuel your fire, to motivate you in the direction that you want to move into. Okay. So now I'm going to pick a card for past influences that may be affecting you guys right now. Week of July 26th through August 1st. What do we got for influences for Aries this week? We have the Thinker. Knowledge, instruction, and reinvention. So this could be you guys, or this could be someone that you knew at some point, who taught you a lot or introduced you to new ideas or new ways of thinking. And so whatever you learned from that individual, if that is somebody else, then that is going to be what's coming back to you now, what is pushing you forward, what is calling to you in this situation. There's definitely like a hunger or a thirst for knowledge and information, whether it be on a practical earthly level, on a philosophical level, or on a spiritual level, there is this this longing and this search for answers and understanding, clarity. And as a past influence for you guys, then this may be something that has come up before in the past that had to be put on the back burner in order to take care of, life and everyday things. In fact, now that I think about it, right, we've got these 10s up here, 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. You had to potentially stray from this quest for information, this quest for understanding, in order to just survive and stay above water. And so now that you have the family settled, the hard work of your career done, now that you have a lot of things that you have completed in your life, you're finally able to get back to this this thinker energy, right? You have more time now, and you have the resources to spend on learning and furthering your understanding of the world around you, basically. So now let's look at what may be going on or influencing you specifically from your own subconscious. Not like this reading isn't already about your whole subconscious, but that's the spread I made. So, subconscious. What we got going on in subconscious for Aries this week? Okay, so what I got for you guys in the subconscious is the wing. And the wing is all about pursuing your goals, using the wings to rise above challenges and difficulties in your situation in order to complete whatever it is you're working towards. So to me, this in the subconscious position tells me that you guys are, no matter what challenges you come across, your willpower overpowers your self-doubt in any situation. And so, because you really want it, because it's something that really matters to you and that you're passionate about. And also, to me, it kind of shows me that you guys are gonna have an easier time keeping focus of the big picture, right? The entire situation. You're not going to get caught up or tripped up on little things. You're going to be able to just go right through, right over it. And also potentially could have something to do with your ability to get away or escape from any bad situation that may be holding you back. So this to me is a testament to your strength and your belief in yourself. So next we'll pull a card for what kind of energies you guys are attracting this week. So we have two that came out. We have the Vulture, and it says adaptable and opportunistic. Okay, so you're going to be able to take whatever is available to you, whether in terms of resources or in terms of ideas and possibilities. You're going to be able to, again, going back to that wing card, you're going to be able to rise over any circumstances. You're going to be able to adapt and use what is available to you to be successful and to propel yourself forward when it comes to attaining this goal that you have set for yourself. You had another one come out for the same thing as well. The Horse card, which is travel and stamina. So to me, this is kind of also related to that wing card in a way where you guys have the energy and the will to continue forward and to achieve the goal that you've set for yourself. And so, and also the idea that you are willing to go as far and as wide as you need to go to achieve this, and you're willing to let this journey, let this path take you wherever it needs to take you, and you are ready and happy to move forward no matter what. So it's very good. It's very positive. forward-thinking attitude for you guys this week. So I'll go ahead now and I'll draw a card for you guys. Something that you guys can let go of, or something that you need to let go of this week to allow you to move forward. Okay, so what can Aries let go of this week to lighten that load? All right, interesting. We have power. Okay, letting go of power. So to me, this indicates that it's not necessarily power that you are letting go of, but rather your need for total control over a situation, right? You got to let the universe play its hand and guide you where you need to go, especially since you're in this thinker energy, right? You're exploring, you're wondering, you're investigating, you're following the information wherever it takes you. So I think that if this deck had a control card, that probably would have come out instead, but it came out as power. And so not necessarily giving up any of your own personal power, it's simply just letting go of the reins and following instead of leading for a little while. Okay, so the next card that I'm going to pull a couple cards for your strengths that you have that can help you this week. Strengths that you have specifically that will help you. What we got for Aries? Aspiration. Oh, there we go. So again, all to do with your motivation, your willpower. Like, you want this. You feel it. You feel it in your heart. You feel it in your stomach. You feel it in your bones. Like, this is something that you don't even have to think about. You didn't have to convince yourself to start moving towards this. You are ready to do whatever it takes to find what you're looking for. Tranquility. So to me, this means that one of your strengths that you need to take advantage of is being able to be still and unbothered, basically, no matter what your outside environment or circumstances are. Also, your ability to find peace within yourself is going to be very useful. And I think that this may also kind of tie into the concept of having patience, because, you know, you want this really bad. There's a lot of fire and a lot of passion in this reading for you guys, as well as somewhat clearly set goals. I mean, it's a general goal of finding knowledge and answers, right? So you may not necessarily know what answers you're looking for, or maybe you think you do, and that's why you're being encouraged to let go of a little bit of control. But as long as you remember to take time for yourself to be in peace and quiet and in a state of relaxation, that no matter what elements are changing around you in your situation or in your environment, it's not going to affect you. It's not going to pull you off of your path. It's not going to be anything that trips you up and gets in your way. Whoopsie. I need to move my chair so I stop bumping that. Okay. So now we'll pull a couple cards for advice for you guys for this week. What advice do we have for Aries this week, please? Okay, so I got the Oracle Library. Well, I mean, you guys got that, but I pulled it out. Anyway, the Oracle Library. To me, this tells me that you may find a lot of information by reading books, doing actual, like, research at the library. Like, you might go to the library. It could also indicate... Actually, it may also indicate the use of some kind of divination tool, whether it be Oracle or Tarot cards or runes or... casting objects. Some people cast bones, some people cast tokens. Okay. One more advice card for Aries, please. All right, we have fire, passion. So just try to be connected to your source of your motivation and passion at all times. And there are many different ways that you can do that. You know, use your imagination. Like literally just sit and visualize and imagine what could be possible for you, what could be available to you. And keep yourself motivated, keep yourself excited. As an as an Aries, you really probably won't have a hard time with that at all. So this may be just another element that is very helpful for you at this time, is your passion, your ability to be connected to that divine spark within yourself that pushes you forward regardless of what your thoughts may be consciously or even subconsciously. Like this is an instinctual drive for you guys that's pushing you forward. And so take advantage of that. Okay, so I'll pull 2 cards now from my Lenormand deck to determine what your best possible outcome will be this week. What is the best outcome for this week? So we have the Key, and the Sun. Very nice, okay? So the Key and the Sun. Sorry, I got caught up. I was looking at the numbers for a minute. So the Key refers to anything that's going to unlock the door towards whatever it is that you're moving forwards to. That sentence came out weird. I apologize. So whatever the key is, it will probably be information. It'll probably be some little tidbit of understanding that may occur to you out of nowhere, right? Because a lot of this fire energy, while this is passion, drive, and motivation, there is also an element of being directly connected to spirit. And you did get the High Priestess somewhere in there under all those cards. So the key, it may come to you intuitively. You may see something, see a sign somewhere that makes something click in your brain. And then that is going to illuminate a whole new realm of information and ideas to you that was previously unseen or inaccessible to your conscious mind. So the Sun is illumination, it is clarity, it is also happiness and success and excitement. I mean, it's the happiest card in this deck, aside perhaps from the Clover. So very good, very positive for you guys this week. I guess all I can really say to wrap this one up is to keep at it, you know, keep looking for answers. Be honest with yourself. Don't turn down any information because it's unattractive. You know, take everything in and make sure that you are getting time by yourself to reflect and process all this information that's coming into you, and to meditate, because a lot is going to come to you, a lot of understanding, a lot of things are going to start to come together in that meditative state where you are connected to your intuition, connected to spirit, and, you know, allowing the divine to show you the way, as opposed to you blazing the trail as you probably normally would. Alright guys, so that's what I've got for you this week. If you enjoyed this reading and you would like to see more, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you'll get notified when I upload every week. If you have any comments, ideas, suggestions for any kind of readings you'd like to see on my channel, please leave it in a comment and I will respond and integrate it into my spreads. So thank you guys very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next week.